Zachmazer is getting replaced. Zer0 and ALGS are breaking up. Funk is coming back to North America. Gild is joining a new team. We were not expecting for there to be a roster mania halfway through the season like this. Here's what happened. So welcome back to the APAC Morning Shift, your number one ALGS morning show on the planet. That is a fact. All right, so yet another entertaining weekend of ALGS. We had day 4 of the Pro League regular season on Saturday with groups A versus B, and then day 5 on Sunday with groups A versus C across all 4 regions. Now, before we get into it, thanks to the comment section on last week's video, I've been informed that the creator code can only be used on the EA app, and no one really uses that. Everybody's on Steam. So I give up. So no cameraman face reveal, no creator code, and no more super team for Zachmazer. See what I did there? All right, that was not funny. We'll get into that later. Now, before we get into talking about this very unexpected mid-season roster mania, let's take a look at the Pro League game results from this weekend. Starting with APAC South on Saturday with groups A versus B. Here are the results. Wolves Esports with first place, 34 points above second place. Wow. Absolute domination. 34 points is a lot. This team has been insanely split, by the way. First overall by a mile on the overall leaderboard. So shout out No Name, shout out Donut, shout out Crazy Kong. You guys have been so very dominating, more dominating than any other team in any other region this season. So it's been amazing to watch you guys. Keep it up. 5 Fears second, Genji Esports with third place. Asia kill leading the lobby with 20 kills. This dude is, I feel like Asia is just kill leader for every single day. Just an MNK phenom. Yeah, shout out Asia. Bearclaw 4th, MDYB 5th, TYK 6th, Remarkable 7th, VK Gaming with 8th place. Much better than the past weekends. Speaking of which, QQ has not been playing with his team due to some personal reasons. So shout out ECG Group for giving the information. Hopefully VK Gaming can figure it out with this new guy. 8th place, a lot better. Keep going 9th, Vegas Inferno 10th, and then we have the bottom 10. And then on Sunday with groups A versus C, here were the results. Bearclaw with first place by 1 point ahead of JD Gaming. But hey, first is first. Good stuff, Bearclaw. JD Gaming doing great as well. Boogie Borders 3rd. Dreamfire 4th. Kakoi 5th. Wolves Esports struggling a little more, but still 6th place is not that bad. The fact that I just said 6th was struggling it says a lot about Wolves Esports and their domination so far, but it's not enough to bring them down on the overall leaderboard, so they're sitting tight with a very comfortable lead. In first place, Saul 7th, VK Gaming 8th again for a second day in a row, Cupid 9th, Alkit C at 10th, and then you have the bottom 10. Moving on to APAC North on Saturday with groups A versus B. Here are the results. Dosukoi Impact with first place, 1 point as well, again, above second place, which is huge for Reignite. This is a team that struggled a lot at the beginning, the first half of the Pro League regular season. So this must feel really good for them. Definitely a confidence booster for this team. So I'm very excited to see if this really changes something for them for the rest of the split. Hopefully. These are very talented players. So good stuff, Reignite. Lawson 3rd, Noob 4th, E36 5th, Soten 6th, Dory 7th, Know About Me 8th, Reject 9th, Striders 10th. A lot better. This is a team that personally was expecting to be in the top 10 consistently, but instead they've been finishing in like the bottom 5 every single day. So they've been struggling a lot, but doing a lot better. So super happy to see if this changes a little bit like Reignite, if this changes the whole momentum for the rest of the split. And then the bottom 10, which had teams like NoseFox, KeanuJTV, Fnatic. Oh my goodness. I mean, NoseFox has been struggling a little bit more to the split. And Fnatic in the bottom 5 is very surprising, but they could not get anything going for them. Zones were just not favorable for them at all. They were just stuck fighting on Edge. And fighting Edge in this meta is really difficult. But it's a very talented team. I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to bounce back, as their first half of the split has been great. I don't doubt that the second half is going to be just as good. And then on Sunday, we had groups A versus C. And here were the results. Unlimit with first place, another team with a very solid start to the regular season and continuing their hot streak of great game days. So good for them. Meteor 2nd, Ty 3rd, E36 4th, RNB 5th, Dory 6th, Dosukoi Impact 7th, Black Sheep's 8th, KVI 9th, and Striders 10th, second day in a row. Top 10 both days. Good stuff, Striders. And then the bottom 10, which had teams like SBI Esports, Riddle Order, and Reignite. NoseFox too. Oh my goodness, NoseFox dead last. Moving on to EMEA on Saturday with groups. Do I have to even mention? For the regions, Saturday was groups A versus B, and Sunday groups A versus C. I'm not going to repeat. Here are the results. Roadhouse with first place. Wow. By 3 points ahead of Alliance. Really good stuff from Blast, Lufka, and Aku. Alliance in second. Evos with third place. Finally a good day for them. A very slow start for this team at the beginning of the regular season. They've been struggling a lot, so it's definitely a good boost of confidence for this team. Good stuff. 07 4th, Passion 5th, Empire 6th, Indoor 7th, UAIM 8th, SPS 9th, SJP2 10th, and then the bottom 10. As for Sunday, Groups A versus C, here are the results. Alliance with first place. So second on Saturday, first on Sunday. I swear, dude, if this team gets anything below top 3, it's a very big surprise. It sounds like I'm glazing them, but if you guys don't know Alliance, they've been the most consistent team in the world for the last, I'd say 2-3 years. The fact that outside the top 3 is a disappointment says a lot about this team. Go next with another huge day. Second place, good stuff. Indoors 3rd, Full 4th, NVMI 5th, FaZe Clan 6th, Killer Whales 7th, Passion 8th, SPS 9th, Navi 10th, and then you have the bottom 10. And finally, on to North America with Groups A versus B on Saturday. Here are the results. DKK, looking for org, with first place by 21 points. Woo! Absolute domination. A team that really should be on an org right now. Knocked, dropped, and Keon, if there's any orgs watching this video right now, please pick them up. Unfortunately, right now, there's not a lot of tier 1 orgs, which is due to a lot of reasons that we did discuss in a previous episode. So if you guys have not watched it, I'm going to put it either up here or up here, I think. I don't know, whichever one. But click on the video if you want to watch it. But yeah, good stuff for DKK. Liquid with second. Great day for them. Love seeing those guys do well together ever since Neazul, Jaguares, and Yanya split up. Yanya went to go do his own thing and eventually came back to the squad. This team just needs to never leave each other. They need to stay together. Love watching them play together. So I sit together a lot, but yeah, shout out Liquid. Zone Spammers 3rd, Nip 4th, Pioneers 5th, ZZ 6th, Falcons 7th, 6th and 7th. How funny. We'll get into that. Thuggets 9th, TSM 10th, and then the bottom 10 with teams like Sentinels. Again, dude, Sentinels have been struggling so much this split. I don't understand. Just a team that's just has a really hard time adapting to the meta. Leave No Witness and ROC Esports again struggling. Oh my goodness, I'm looking forward to this team figuring it out because this was my favorite team going into the split, ROC Esports. I know they're gonna figure it out. I know it's only a matter of time, but in the meantime, it does suck to see them struggle. And then on Sunday, Groups A versus C. Here are the results. Shopify with a huge first place, recently dropping empty for Zapto, Zainu picking up the IGL role for the first time for real, doing amazing on Sunday, and Koyful with 27 kills on the day. What the actual... With 10 kills in game 4, with a clutch at the end to win it all. Let's take a look at how it all went down.
Going to find themselves in a rough spot. Zilach is down next, and 100 Thieves seem to be winning. Leave No Witness is eliminated as Shopify have moved in on that low ground. They're now fighting D-Gap as they are trying to clear out some space. They managed to hold this corner with that shield from the Newcastle, but how long can they really stay here?
And have you got a bubble again? It looks like Zainu does have another bubble, and that's huge for Shopify Rebellion, but it does get tossed into the corner. Can another team maybe jump in on them? But Shopify Rebellion have played this so well, but maybe it will be all for nothing. 4 squads remain, but Shopify Rebellion looking to try and just about survive.
This is insane. You've got 5-star down there with them. They're trying to fend up. Koyful takes out 5-star. They are able to survive. Is it enough time to get even a little bit of a reset? Will the teams above deal with each other while Koyful is just raining down Sheila damage from below?
Hold on a second, Koyful and Shopify Rebellion are able to pull it out. He was the last remaining player.
Wow. I mean, that's Koyful for you. Falcons with second place. What a way to end off their journey as a team together. If you guys didn't know, Zer0 is leaving Falcons. This was announced earlier this week. Zer0 will be joining another team, which we'll get back to in just a moment. And we'll also take a look at who Falcons is picking up as their new third. 14K third, TSM fourth. A great day for TSM. This is a team that's been struggling a lot this beginning of the split. A team that we all expected to do great. So fourth place is definitely good for them. Super glad. Good stuff. Oblivion 5th, Hot Dog Mafia 6th, Leave No Witness 7th, Nice Guys 8th, Exterminators 9th, 100 Thieves 10th, and then the bottom 10, ZZ in 20th place, which had Zer0 saying this about them on stream.
13 points ahead of third, 16 points behind Shopify.
Well, I don't know if we can win, but we can come second, that's for sure.
We can come second.
Guys, hate to break it to you, but my team's in 20th, so it's rev game. We're probably going to come second anyway.
No.
I'm being sabotaged. You're getting sabotaged.
which means that Zer0 will be joining ZZ as their new IGL. And Zach also tweeted this out, saying that he's looking for a team for the rest of the split, which I'm going to be honest with you, as excited as I am to see Zer0 play alongside Sykes and Gild, or so we thought it would be Gild. We're gonna get into that in just a moment. It honestly makes me sad because if you guys watched a few episodes ago when Zach announced his new team with Gild and Sykes, I was super excited, super happy for them. This was by far the best team he's ever played with, and a team that I truly believe could have been a LAN winning potential team, and Zach, one of the IGLs in the world that is so deserving of a win right now. So we'll just have to wait and see for Zach. But now for Gild. Based off of Funk's tweet, we have reasons to believe that he will be joining Sykes and Zer0. We can all agree on that, right? Yeah. Which leaves Gild going where? To Falcons, which makes so much sense since Gild and Waltzy used to play together back on Moist Esports with Timmy as their IGL. And if you guys remember back then, they used to be first place. So Gild and Waltzy definitely know how to play together. And so having now Hal as their IGL, one of the greatest IGLs and most decorated IGLs in the world, hasn't IGL'd in a while. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's still got it, which I do think he does. I don't think you lose IGL skills like that. If he can keep his cool and not crash out too much, I think it could be something really special. I think it's going to come down to chemistry with Hal. We know Waltzy and Gild have what it takes. I also saw this tweet. I think it's by Jayhawk, I think. He made a really good point. Gild is going to bring to Falcons what Hal and Waltzy were unable to fulfill. Its characters and the flexibility of Gild. Gild is super versatile, which is going to bring so much flexibility to Falcons. Yeah, I think if their chemistry meshes well together, this team is going to be... Ooh. I mean, we know Gild and Waltzy can play well together. So if they mesh with Hal, and Waltzy has chemistry with Hal, so then they won before. So yeah, it's just going to be Gild and Hal. So if Gild and Hal can get along. As for the new ZZ, Zer0, Sykes, and Funk should be a nasty squad as well. Super excited to watch these guys play. Not next weekend. It's going to be in 2 weekends because there's a split on Tuesday. I'm guessing there's going to be scrimmages all week. Not by oversight this time. I think they switched over to EEC. So just follow me on Twitter. I repost results and stuff like that, and I keep you guys updated. So in the meantime, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of these new teams, what you think of this roster mania in the middle of the season, if this should even be possible. And as for me, that's it for today's episode of your number one Spanish show on the planet. New episode every Wednesday now. It's been Wednesdays more. I'm so sorry, I've been so busy. But either way, we have episode every week, Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And until next week, take it easy, like and subscribe, enjoy the new split. Peacers. All right, outro. Outro. No. Oh, outro time.